Good morning, Karen.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Gustavo. How are you
Good
today?
morning. Very good.
Glad to hear that. What about you, Karen? How are you doing today?
It's fine, it's fine. So cold, but everything's fine.
Oh, it's cold over there. All right.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
we're still in winter, so
yes. Let
okay.
me push.
We're just gonna wait a few seconds for Emmanuel and Sebastian to come in. Okay. So, how was the start of your week? Good?
Yes,
Yes?
uh, yes, a lot of work, but okay.
But it's okay. It's good. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. We have to keep a positive mindset.
Yes.
Good. What about you, Karen? How's your weeks going so far?
Oh, it's very hurry.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Um,
been really mhm.
yeah, it's the beginning of the semester, and here in my school, then
Oh,
I have a
okay.
lot of things to do
Lot of
because
things to do, lots of work.
lots work. Yes,
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah,
that's no
I
problem.
understand. It's not a problem. You can take it.
No,
That's the attitude.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's the attitude. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Emmanuel. Okay. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Emmanuel.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
guys.
How are
Good
you
Hi.
morning.
today, Emmanuel? Good?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm better. Yes,
Good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that.
exactly. Good morning,
Do
Gustavo. Good morning, Karim.
Good morning.
Good morning.
good. Do you know if Sebastian is signing in today by any
Uh,
chance?
no, I don't know.
Okay.
But
Well, when he does, we can just join him and put him up to date, okay? All right,
okay.
so we're going to start with a little bit of revision, okay, from lesson 61 from the beginning, okay? And
Let's see.
all right. So Karen, do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? I prefer.
I prefer chatting with my friends online.
Good. Not chatting, chatting.
Chatting.
Very good.
Chatting.
Chatting. Very good. And
Chat.
why? Why online and not on the phone?
Because it's faster.
Because it's faster. Very good. Okay. Gustavo, do you remember the translation of notice? The translation of notice?
The translation of notice is
Okay.
um, consequent.
Darse cuenta o noticia? Good.
Mhm.
All
Good.
right. Do you notice anything different about the classroom today, Emmanuel? Do you notice anything different about the classroom?
Yes,
Yes, I
there is.
notice
I noticed
something different
something different in the classroom
about
today.
the classroom today.
About the classroom today.
Okay,
Yes,
careful with some things, theta de zapato. Yes?
something. I
Very
say
good. Excellent.
something.
Are most people busy on Sunday, Karen? Are most people busy on Sunday?
No,
No, most people
no. Most people doesn't uh,
aren't busy
aren't busy on Sunday.
on Sunday. They're free.
They're free. Yes.
Excellent. Good. What do we mean by a free meal? What do we mean by a free meal, Gustavo? By a free meal,
Um, by a premium,
we mean that we don't have to pay,
we mean that we don't to
have
pay
to pay,
to pay for the meal.
not to pay, just have to pay for the meal
To pay
or for it.
for it. Okay.
Good. Do you believe that the best things in life are free, Emmanuel? Do you believe that the best things in life are free?
No, I don't believe.
Believe
I
that the
I don't
best
believe that the best things
things in life
and
are free.
things of life are free.
In life are free.
In life are free.
Very good. Karen, do you remember the translation of pillow? Translation of pillow?
Yes, in Portuguese translation of pillow is travesseiro. A
Oh,
I think.
yes.
Yes,
Almohada?
pillow.
Yes, very good.
Pillow.
Very good.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up, Gustavo? Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? It's more comfortable to sleep.
More comfortable to sleep lying down.
Okay. Careful with comfortable. It's comfortable.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Good.
Comfortable.
To sleep
Comfortable.
lying down, then
Lying down. Than
sitting up. Than sitting up.
than sitting up.
Very good. Emmanuel, what are the three forms of wake up? The three forms of wake up are?
The three forms of wake up are wake up, woke up, and woken up.
Woken up. Good. There's Sebastian.
Uh-huh.
All right. Good morning, Sebastian.
Good morning.
How are you doing
Hello.
today?
Very good. Thank you. And you?
Good. I'm doing great. Glad to hear that. Okay. So we are doing some revision. Okay. We are on
Okay.
lesson 61 from the beginning, and we are on wake up, woken up. Okay. So
Okay.
that's about the more or less where we are. Okay. Do you usually go to sleep before midnight, Sebastian? Do you usually go to sleep before midnight?
Yes,
Yes, I usually
I-
go to sleep
I usually go to sleep
before midnight.
before midnight.
Good. What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today, Karen? What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? The first thing I
The
saw
first thing I saw when I woke up today
was
was the notices.
the news.
The news.
The news. Very
yes.
good. Okay. Have you ever woken up too late to go to work? Gustavo, have you ever woken up too late to go to work? Yes, no.
No, I never.
I've never
I never woken up too late
good to go to work.
to go to work.
Very good. Okay, when you look through your bedroom window, what do you see, Emmanuel? When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see? When I
look through the
Not through
okay
my bedroom window,
when I look through my bedroom window,
I
I
see
the garden,
the garden. Good.
my garden.
Good. Sebastian, would you like a career in the army? Would you like a career in the army?
No,
No, I wouldn't like.
I couldn't like,
Not couldn't, wouldn't.
wouldn't,
Not careful with couldn't. It's
would,
wouldn't, like huevo.
would. Okay. I wouldn't
Very good. Like a
Like
career
a career
in the
in
army.
the army.
Very good. Let's see. Okay, what's this, Karen? What's this?
This is a cross.
It's a cross. Very good. Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live, Gustavo? Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Yes or no?
Yes, there are
Yes.
some crossroads
At the end of the street?
where I live.
Very good. Excellent. What is the translation of dangerously, Emmanuel? Translation of dangerously?
The translations of dangerously
Dangerously?
dangerously
Dangerously.
dangerously
There we go. Is
is peligrosamente.
peligrosamente. Good. Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol, Sebastian? Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol?
Yes,
It's dangerous
it's dangerous
to drive
uh,
after
to-
drinking
to drive after drinking alcohol.
alcohol. Good. Let's see. Would you like to live dangerously like a detective? Somebody like Sherlock Holmes, for example, Karen? Would you like to live dangerously like a detective? Somebody like Sherlock Holmes, for example? Yes or
No, I wouldn't like.
To live
to
dangerously.
live dangerously like Sherlock Holmes, like a detective, like a Sherlock Holmes.
Very good. All right. Let's see. Gustavo, how do we translate I must study? What's the translation of I must study?
We translate, I must study with tengo que estudiar.
Good. Tengo que estudiar o debo estudiar. Yes?
Debo estudiar.
Very good. Emmanuel, what's the difference between these two sentences? I must study and I should study. What's the difference between these two sentences? I must study and I should study.
Okay. The difference between this sentence,
those two sentences is that I must study
is that I must study
means that I have no alternative,
means that I have no alternative,
whereas I should study means I have alternatives,
means I have alternatives,
but that studying is the right thing for me to do.
but that studying
Is the right thing
is the right thing
for me to do.
for me to do.
Good, Sebastian. Do you agree that students should study hard? Do you agree that students should study hard?
Yes.
Good.
I agree.
I agree that students should study hard.
I agree that students should study hard.
Good. Karen, in a Callan method lesson, does the teacher correct your grammatical mistakes? In a Callan method lesson, does the teacher correct your grammatical mistakes? Yes.
Yes, in the
In a
Callan method
lesson,
the teacher corrects the corrects
my
the grammatical mistakes.
Good. How can we correct our mistakes in pronunciation, Gustavo? How can we correct our mistakes in pronunciation? We can correct.
We can correct our mistakes in our pronunciation by
listening and speaking as much as possible.
Much as possible.
Very good. Let's see. If you have a problem with a colleague at work, should you speak to your boss about it, Emmanuel? If you have a problem with a colleague at work, should you speak to your boss about it? Yes.
Yes.
If I have a problem
with a colleague
at work, I should speak to my boss.
Speak to my boss.
About it.
About it.
Very good. Sebastian, can smoking cause health problems? Can smoking cause health problems?
Yes, smoking can cause a health problem.
Good. Karen, in history, have many people died for the causes of freedom and justice? In history, have many people died for the causes of freedom and justice? Yes.
Yes.
In history?
In history, there are many people.
Many people?
In history, many people
have died
for
the causes of
freedom
and justice.
History and justice.
Good, good. As we have now studied about 1,000 words and a lot of grammar, can you hold a simple conversation in English, Gustavo? As we have now studied about 1,000 words and a lot of grammar, can you hold a simple conversation in English? Yes.
Yes, as we have
now studied.
As we have now studied a lot of thousands of words.
About 1,000 words.
About 1,000 of words.
Words with S.
Words, okay.
And a lot of grammar.
And a lot of grammar.
I can hold
a simple conversation in English.
Great. Are you, as you are not tall enough to reach the ceiling, Emmanuel, what would you have to do if you wanted to reach it? As you are not
Um,
as tall to reach enough, as you are not tall enough to reach the ceiling, what would you have to do if you wanted to reach it? As I am not tall enough
I am not tall enough
to
to
reach
reach
the
the
ceiling,
ceiling,
I would have to put
exactly.
a chair.
I would have to put a chair
Careful with
to
wood. It's not
wood,
wood, it's wood.
wood. Okay,
Good.
wood.
I would have to put a chair
Have to put a chair
on a table
on the table
if I wanted to reach
if I wanted to reach the ceiling.
the ceiling. Very good. Could you give me a sentence with that is in it, please, Sebastian? Could you give me a sentence with that is in it? Everybody loves that film.
Everybody loves that film.
Loves that film.
Loves that film.
That is everybody
That is everybody
I've spoken to.
I've spoken to.
Good. We will go to the cinema this evening.
We will go to the cinema this evening.
That is if we have enough money.
That is if we have
Enough money.
enough money.
Very good. Karen, have you ever broken any of the bones in your body? Have you ever broken any of the bones in your body?
No, I never broke any.
I've never
I've never broken
broken
any
of the bones
of the bones in my
in
body.
my body. Great. Okay, moving on. All right. So, what is the plural of life, Gustavo? What is the plural of life? The plural of life?
The plural of life is lives.
Very good. Do you think the lives of the poor are happier than those of the rich, Emmanuel? Do you think the lives of the poor are happier than those of the rich?
No, I don't think
The
that
lives
the lives of the
Good.
poor
are happier
are happier
than
than
those
the life
than
than the
those
life than those
of the rich.
of the rich.
I think they're less happy.
I think they're less happy.
Good. Although, do you remember the translation of although, Sebastian?
No.
It's okay. Although is aunque,
Aunque.
okay?
Okay, yeah.
Aunque. Sebastian, can you make a sentence with the word although in it? Can you make a sentence with the word although in it? Although the food was not very nice.
Although the
food was not very nice.
The food was not very nice.
I ate it
I ate it
because I was hungry.
because I was hungry.
Good. Are some people always happy although they have problems in their lives, Karen? Are some people always happy although they have problems in their lives?
Yes, some people always happy, although
are always happy.
Are always happy,
although
they have problems in their lives.
Very good. Let's see. Is there a restaurant near here that cooks tasty food? Is there a restaurant near here, Gustavo, that cooks tasty food? Yes or no?
Yes.
There is
Yes.
a restaurant.
There is a restaurant near here. Near here that cook tasty
with S?
cooks
tasty food.
Tasty
Very
food.
good. Is it difficult to cook pasta, Emmanuel? Is it difficult to cook pasta?
No, it isn't difficult to cook pasta. It's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Good. Sebastian, are you a good cook? With twins, you should be. Are you a good cook?
Yes.
Yes, I'm a good cook.
I'm a good cook.
Great. Let's see, Karen, do you think all the countries of the world should be independent? Do you think all the countries of the world should be independent?
Yes, I think all the countries in the world
of the world
have to be Should be independent.
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 Good.
Independent.
Origin. Origin, Gustavo. Do many European languages have their origins in Latin? Do many European languages have their origins in Latin? Yes.
Yes. Many European languages
Have their origins
in
Latin. Good. Belong to. Emmanuel, do you remember the translation of belong to?
Yes, the translation of belong to is pertenecer.
Pertenecer a.
Pertenecer a.
Good. Why don't you take, let's see, here. Why don't you take this book home with you after the lesson, Sebastian? Why don't you take this book home with you after the lesson? I don't take that book.
I don't take that book
Home with me after the lesson.
Home with me after the lesson.
Because it doesn't belong to me.
Because I doesn't belong to me.
It doesn't belong to me.
It doesn't belong to me.
Good. Let's see. What can we use instead of the word would be able in conditional sentences, Karen? What can we use instead of the word would be able in conditional sentences? We can use
could the word could
instead of would be able.
Instead of would be able.
In conditional sentences.
In conditional sentence.
Good. Gustavo, could you give me an example, please? Could you give me an example? Yes. If I was a bird.
If I was a bird.
I could fly.
I could fly.
Great. If you were very, very tall, could you touch the ceiling? Again, with the ceiling, Emmanuel. If you were very, very tall, could you touch the ceiling?
Yes.
If
I were
very, very tall,
I would be able. I would be able
to touch the ceiling.
To touch the ceiling.
Good. Okay. There's my window. Here's my pen. Okay, Sebastian. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You're going to?
You are going to
throw your pen.
Throw your pen
at the window.
At the window.
Good. Is Napoleon alive, Karen? Is Napoleon alive?
No, Napoleon is dead.
Napoleon isn't alive. He's dead.
Isn't alive. He is dead.
Good. Let's see. Okay, Gustavo, what am I doing? What am I doing? You are
dropping your pen
on the table.
On the table.
Good. What would happen if I dropped a glass on the floor, Emmanuel? What would happen if I dropped a glass on the floor? If you drop the glass.
If you drop the glass on the floor.
The glass, a glass.
A glass. If you dropped a glass
on the floor, it would.
It will break it.
Careful with would, not would.
It would
break.
It would break.
Very good. Assassinate. Okay, Sebastian, remember assassinate? What happened to President Kennedy? What happened to President Kennedy? President Kennedy
was
assassinated
in
1963.
In 1963.
Good. Okay, now we have the words usual and unusual. Yes? Did anything unusual happen to you yesterday, Karen? Did anything unusual happen to you yesterday?
No, there are not anything.
No, nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual happened with me.
Happened to me.
Happened to me yesterday.
Good. Gustavo, is it unusual for children to find coffee tasty? Is it unusual for children to find coffee tasty?
Yes, it's unusual.
Unusual.
I'm sorry.
It's unusual.
Yes, it's unusual
for children.
For children
to find coffee tasty.
to find coffee tasty.
Tasty, great. We're gonna go to Zoom 2 and I'll see you there in just a second, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.